everybody. So you're probably not gonna see me for most of this video. I want to say welcome back to my channel if it is that you are returning, and if you're new, welcome. For a few months now, I've been having quite a few dreams in regards to car accidents, and I know that a lot of my dreams I have to kind of decipher, or some of them are like blatant, straight up telling me it is what it is, right? However, it was for like different people. But yesterday I had a dream, and those people that I had, like, so the dreams that I had prior to this dream yesterday, right away the people have reached out to me in regards to being in a car accident, right? So this dream last night, it was, and I know I'm kind of like contradicting the message because I'm driving as I'm delivering this message. However, I'm not focused on the phone, which is why I don't care if y'all see me or not, because it's about the message. And so I definitely, and as I say this, there is an ambulance and a fire truck and a cop. So pay attention to the alerts is pretty much the main message. So the dream I had last night was in regards to like massive car accidents. And I know I was talking about the year of like the metal rat, and I'm not in Yoruba tradition or any of that. So, I mean, they have their orishas that they pick and choose, but I definitely get a strong Mars and metal energy for 2020, and also having 2020 vision. So keeping your eyes on the road, especially while you are driving, is going to be extremely important. I'm getting a lot of car accidents are going to be happening this year. A lot of, it could be that you're on the phone, technical issues going on while driving. So even, let's say if it's like you're paying attention to the GPS and your GPS starts having glitches or something, because I'm getting a lot of technological issues that's going to be arising more in 2020, even though they put out the 5G. And so I'm just, I gotta get, because I'm at a red light right now, so when the light just turned green, but because I am such a dreamer, I've been having dreams for as long as I could ever remember. And a lot of my dreams, as stated, I would dream with people in accidents, and then they will have them, whatever. So a lot of my dreams tend to be really messages. So there's going to be, this is a warning in a sense, right? It's not to put fear into anybody, but try not to talk on the phone while driving, or especially texting and driving, or drinking and driving. Make sure you're doing all that you can do to make sure that your vehicle is running well, checking your tires, making sure all the electrical issues are well, because I'm getting a lot of like technology issues and car stuff, right? But this is actually a good thing, even though it's going to look chaotic, right? So I just say this because even though, who wants to really be in a car wreck? I've seen like cars getting totaled. It was like tower moments, but rather it being houses or towers. It was the vehicles, but it was for the person's greater good, for them to be on awareness of getting to their true path, getting to really connect with who they truly are, getting to connect with their internal technology, your energy, and how to master your energy and learn your energy and be your own personal vehicle versus, I'm sorry, I'm about to park my car, so that's why. Versus you just trying to be in control of the external vehicle. Okay? So while I'm parked here. So, hi, this is a better view. So I'm getting ready to go get my workouts. So anyways, and hello for everybody that's here, that's tuned in. I didn't mean to be rude. I just didn't want to be giving out this message and then not paying attention to the road. Paying attention to the road, keeping your eye on the road has so many different meanings. And it was talking about the physical road, but your internal map, your internal road, your spiritual road, your, you know, like everything is connected. Spirit is not connected from the mind. The mind is not disconnected. I'm sorry. Spirit is not disconnected from the mind. The mind is not disconnected from the body. Okay. And so on. So that balance is important. You have to allow yourself to recognize the connections between all your bodies, right? A lot of the times we get distracted. This is not for you to get distracted. This is the time for you to be clear and focused, having that 20/20 vision. If you are using a GPS and the GPS says turn right last minute, rather than just skipping all these cars and trying to almost cause an accident, just get off in the next exit. Even if you have to get a little bit detour or take the longer route, do that. It's about taking your time and doing things the right way, rather than trying to cut corners or rather than trying to speed up the process. So this means that a lot of things that's going to happen in 2020 is going to be of a slow process, because it's about stability. It's about foundation. It's about truly aligning yourself with your correct course. And 2 is a very submissive number. And as I say that, there's 2 here. 2 is, you know, people were saying master number 22. I don't see it as a master number 22 just yet, just because it's 2020. There's a 0 placement in between both 2s. And 0 is a number. 0 is a cipher. 0 is an energetic. It is a being as well. It is not invisible. It is not just, oh, reject me. It has a placement for a purpose. That is like placing a decimal point. So it is 2.2. Okay? It has, it's a cause of a purpose. Okay? The numbers aren't together. It's kind of like that in a sense, right? But it's to bring a cipher in a sense. That's how I'm seeing it. So it's working with the dualities and the polarities in different ways to bring that cipher, to bring them into union together, but they're not quite there yet fully. Okay, which is why it's going to take us time. This is for the new decade to, within more time coming in, is definitely you're going to see those changes. Anyways, the 2 also kind of looks like an upside down 5 for me, right? And then we have 2021, which is going to turn into a 5-year. So the 2 is also like the snake. There's so many different ways of looking at it, but it's about the communication in both dualities and polars, right? When you're driving, you have 2 wheels in the front, 2 wheels in the back. That 0 can be representation of the wheel, because the wheel is turning, okay? And you need 2 tires in the front, 2 tires in the back. We have 2 arms, 2 legs, okay? For a reason, driving the one vehicle. Okay? Be mindful. Drive with caution. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you don't drive a vehicle, this still applies to your vehicle. Okay? This applies to you getting in other people's cars. This applies to the technology stuff. This applies to your energetic technology as well. Paying attention to your dreams. How are you maneuvering in your dreams? Your foundation. You know, it's like we have our hands, we have our leg, you know, like, and that's 4. You know? To keep us stabilized, to keep us lifted in a certain frequency, in a certain vibration, in a certain path. And the same way a car can crash, people break down all the time. So it's being mindful of why you are breaking down, what is going on in your foundation, in your path. Because tower moments are really internal. It is that the mirrors and the reflections inside of you is projecting a reality that seems kind of chaotic, because it has been chaotic, because the foundation in which your internal world is living in is not in full alignment with your true self. And so because of that, you are causing yourself to have a breakdown of some sort, so that you can rebuild yourself on a solid foundation of who it is that you truly are. And so when you get to recognize who it is that you truly are, you get to truly walk in a more stable foundation of your mind, of your emotions, of your energy. So this is really for you to connect with yourself, know yourself, ask yourself questions, allow yourself to journal everything. Don't tell yourself, oh, that's a stupid question, I'm not gonna ask that. Ask all the stupid and smart and silly questions it is that you want to ask. And if somebody tells you that's a stupid question, say, oh, well, I'm asking it anyway. So you get your answer. Because what may be stupid to one person is naivety to another person. And you're learning, and it's okay to learn. It's never stupid to learn. It's never stupid to ask questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. A lot of the times people fear asking a quote-unquote stupid question, and so they don't ask the question, and then they walk around looking stupid because they don't ask the question and to learn, and then they want to pretend and move around like if they have the answer and know the answer. And that's when you start looking stupid or whatever. That's what I'm going to say. You don't got to agree with me. I'm just saying. But allow yourself the process to connect with your body, to connect with your mind, to connect with the dualities of yourself, okay? And it's not, like I said, even though the 0 is a placement and it could be like a decimal, it doesn't necessarily have to represent separation. It could be the duality, the wholeness of both sides, being in alignment with the same number, being in alignment with the same pattern, okay? Being in that union at the same, with the same correspondence, the same mirror reflection, that alignment that is of the wholeness in that cipher, to make it move correctly, so that you are in your divine union with yourself and with your path. And don't ever listen, there be people trying to tell me about myself sometimes, and that's cool. I pay attention. I listen because, Spirit got a way of talking to everybody in the room, right? So the same way I could be the messenger, there's messages for me. So I pay attention. But there's times when people could be like trying to tell me about myself, but they don't really know who they are. And I'm just listening, and I'm like, okay, which part of my reflection is this? So I start asking myself, what's their energetic? What's their correspondence and everything like that? And how does it correlate and respond with me, react with me, and all of those questions? So that I know it's not about them, but about me, so that I know where my energy is pouring out from in that day, in that time, in that space. And what is the message within myself that I need to maybe remember, so that I can bring the energy up possibly, or tone it down possibly, or maneuver it in a certain way. So it's about connecting and knowing who you are. But if you don't know who you are, that's where you get confused. See, yesterday I was having a moment with myself, especially because, like I said, I'm such a dreamer. And the dream I had was just so, I'm not going to get fully into the dream, but it was wild. It was a wild dream. And it reminded me of the movie Inception. And then, out of all days, I don't normally watch TV, but out of all days, I was like, you know what? Let me turn on some Netflix. They fucking had Inception on Netflix. All right. I see what's going on here. So I start watching it, and I'm getting triggered and triggered and triggered and triggered and triggered like a mofo. Like, to the point where it was really fucking with my energy. Like, I was like, yo, because I was getting so flustered and frustrated about the dream that, whatever. Long story short, that they had tools so that they wouldn't get lost, or so that they can remember to wake up from a dream. But it's almost like Neo, like Inception triggers me way more than the Matrix movie. Just saying, like, for me personally, Inception triggers me more. I guess because I'm such a fucking super dreamer. And so he never actually woke up, just like Neo never actually got out the Matrix, in a sense, because he did it. And if you pay attention, I don't want to give too much, I don't know. That's my interpretation. He didn't wake up from the dream. But I know the original, like, they have two endings. And in one ending, he did wake up from the dream because the piece falls. And in the one that is on Netflix, the piece keeps going. It keeps spinning. The topper, that's what it's called, the topper, which was his wife's. But anyway, learn your energy, because there was tower moments in the dreams that seem very real. Okay? And if your foundation is not set up, what they do in Inception, they plant seeds to create certain realities, and that even when you wake up. So this is why it was triggering me. This is why I was getting flustered. And I was like, yo, I need to make sure that I'm breathing and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do correctly, like truly paying attention to my dreams, the visions, the messages I gotta give. So when I got with the cars, I was like, yo, I gotta give people these messages, because if it's not like cars, like I already told you, just pay attention when you're driving, when you're not driving, having that vision. But really more so, it was with the accidents. Just drive safe this year. Like, try to take your time with it. I said it in the last video about walking like a turtle if you have to. No, pacing yourself. It's about pacing yourself. All right. I love y'all. I'm not going to keep this going for too long. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point. I just wanted to get that message out there. Hopefully it makes sense, because I'm like, I need to go get some water. I want to get my banana, my coconut water, and get to the gym. But I know bananas aren't really too much in season right now, y'all. Listen, all right. Where I'm at, they don't really got fruits that be in season right now. They be getting me mad. I mean, I did have a pear. Oh my God, that pear was so juicy. Anyway, I love y'all. Peace.